Hello everyone, this is Ming Jong. Welcome to today's market analysis for the S&P 500 E-minutes futures for the session of 13th of August. In this video, I am going to show you the market recap on the last session and trade reviews in the 3 minutes time frame, which I will include the entry, exit, and the rationale behind. And going forward, I will cover the bias, the key levels, and also potential setup for the session later. All right, so let's just get started. As we can see in this daily chart for the S&P 500, so yesterday was a bullish day, and in fact, the previous day we have seen this kind of a reversal bar with the picking out of the supply level. But yesterday didn't really have any kind of the downside follow through, and in fact, we just see S&P 500 to close at the high here. So this is a relatively bullish signal because there wasn't much downside follow through. So I think it could be very well to on its way to test the all-time high near 3400 level. All right, so let me just get down to the H1 or the hourly time frame to talk about the session yesterday. So we can see that majority of the movement actually happened in both sessions. So once during the non-RTH and non-regular trading hours, and the second movement happened during the US session. So we have this kind of the sharp sell-off during the previous day with the spike of the supply level, and subsequently during the Asian session, we just had very weak rally up. In fact, it's kind of like a consolidation. And during the afternoon session, during the afternoon of my time here, about 12 o'clock, then S&P 500 just started the rally and paused a little bit here. And when the US market opened, it just shot up and tested the previous day high here at 3173 or 74. And in fact, we have seen that there was a chance at around 12 o'clock here to have a reaction down, but nevertheless, definitely no downside follow through. So we did break below the previous low here, but look at what happened next. It's just a demand tail showed up and eventually closed near the high here. So definitely no follow through to the downside. And subsequently, I think even during the last hour sell off with increasing of the supply, the results wasn't that impressive. And even during the this morning and currently during the London European session, we barely see any kind of the serious reaction. In fact, it's just a horizontal type of the consolidation. So let me just get down to the 3 minutes time frame, and I have two reviews to show you. So one is the actual trade that I took, but end up to become a losing trade, and the other was kind of late for me. But anyway, so this was the 3 minute time frame, and we have seen this kind of a good rally, strong rally up right out from the consolidation. So let me zoom out a little bit here. So previously we have seen this kind of the, oh, sorry about that. We have seen this kind of the good rally up, and followed by this consolidation horizontally, and kind of have this kind of the spring type of action with the last point of the support, and then it actually kind of break out of this range and then started this rally. But look at where it actually stopped here. So the orange level that I marked here was previous day high at around 3374. So basically the rally just ran it through straight to the previous day high, because if you recorded in my video yesterday, I do talk about potential short entry, especially when it had some kind of the rejection near 3360. But you can see that it did provide some kind of the resistance as shown up in the non-RTH hour. We have one rejection, a little bit here, but subsequently it just went straight through. So definitely there wasn't any kind of the trade initiated there. And eventually I just wait for the next level, which was a previous day high near 3374. So we have this good rally up and then followed by the change of character. So this is the largest down wave that we have ever seen if we compare it to this, or even this. So definitely a change of character and subsequently went into a trading range. So my actual trade was just right after this kind of a bit of the upthrust action of this buying climax high. So this is a buying climax and this is a bit of the upthrust. So my entry was actually just after the close of the candle here. So this is the second candle here. Let me draw it up. So this is the candle. Oops. Okay, so this is the candle that I entered short. So we have a nice rejection tail here and then close at the bottom. So definitely with picking up of the supply level and everything looks good to me. So I just entered a short based on the previous day high level and this kind of the reversal candle plus the upthrust action. But unfortunately, you can see that there wasn't much downside follow through. In fact, I almost got stopped out with this long tail here. I think it's off by maybe 0.25 or zero point 0.5. But we have this kind of rejection again. So I thought that the sell-off is coming, but look at where it actually stopped. So it's pretty much still consolidated within the range. So I just give it a bit more time, let it rally up a bit, and then look for another rejection here. But still, there wasn't any kind of the downside follow through, and with a very normal volume. So just right after this bar, and I just exit the trade. I took the loss instead of taking a loss at full -1 R here. I just take it somewhere in the middle. I think it's around 0.6, 0.6. So you can see that subsequently it just heads, well, rally up a bit, but it didn't really last long. So in fact, it kind of provided this kind of the uptrust type of the situation. So anyway, I got stopped out on this bar at about 0.6 R. And subsequently, something going on here. So we have still with this range here and with this kind of the uptrust. So it's just temporary commit above the resistance level, but it didn't really go far. And in fact, it just come back inside the trading range here. So I think this is somewhere close to around 12:45 here. My time was a bit late. But anyway, this could be a nice short entry. So once it drop back inside, I think this bar or the next bar could provide a nice short entry. And in fact, it kind of have a breakdown here. But look at the commitment here. It doesn't really go too far. In fact, it just committed with a few bars and then followed by this good rally up here. So definitely we have seen S&P 500 with this uptrust and then followed by a sell down, sign of weakness, but definitely no follow through. So this type of the sign of weakness, in fact, it just become a spring type action. So with this sign of strength rally up follow. So overall, definitely no downside follow through, no threatening supply level. Looks very normal. And yeah, so these were the trade reviews for yesterday's session. Let me get down to the hourly time frame and let's talk a bit more on what's happening right now. As we can see in this daily chart, just right after the sell off from 2 days ago, so we have this sell off here. What I actually expect is some kind of the continuation to the downside if we have excessive supply come out. But look at the supply level, definitely doesn't look threatening. And in fact, we do not have any kind of the follow through to the downside. So it just kind of go back. So currently we hitting the swing high resistance level at 33.74. And that kind of provided a bit of the resistance, but look at the reaction right after we hit the resistance level. So this is the reaction. In fact, just a very mild, very shallow type of a reaction, just camping below the resistance level, and followed by the horizontal type of the consolidation. So until now, I still do not see any kind of the downside follow through. So for today's bias, I kind of be neutral because either I can trade it to the upside or to the downside. Especially we are very near to the swing high resistance level at 33.74. Another possible trade is definitely looking for a long trade. So it could go to test the something, maybe can test a 33.50, have a bit deeper type of the reaction before coming back up. So I'm looking for either side of the trade. I think that could work. In terms of the immediate level, definitely is still the swing high level. I think that's around 33.82 level. But bear in mind that the 33.72, somewhere around there, from 33.72 to around 33.82, form as a resistance area. So this is kind of a resistance area here. And for the immediate support level still, that's from the previous demand zone, 33.20 to 33.30 definitely is good level to watch. But in between, the small levels that could work, let me just move this a bit. So this is the non-RTH level. Let me clean this up. Okay, so this is a day low here, and that's the non-RTH low. So that's the non-RTH high at around 33.75. So non-RTH low is around 33.62. So anyway, the potential setup that I'm looking at could be some kind of the spring type of a setup. Maybe spring the non-RTH low, followed by reversal type of a signal. So this could become a long entry. Otherwise, I could still rely on this resistance level or area from 33.72 to 33.82 and look out for some rejection. So that could become another short entry. But overall, I think it is on track to go up and to test the all-time high level near 3400 level. Alright, so that's the end of the video. Hope you enjoyed it and get something out from the video. So if you like the video, just click like and also hover to my name or picture to follow me. And do remember to subscribe to my channel so that you get instant notification of the future video ideas. So as usual, if you have any kind of the comments, suggestions, or trade ideas you would like to share with me, or just simply would like to let me know some sort of the area that you would like me to cover in detail, feel free to comment it below. I will reply to you. And thanks for watching. I will talk to you soon. Bye bye.